Oh, to my. Here we, young, we can't get your master, die, yours, woman, one. Then, by you, I know that one will be a more blue. One, to my, and cannot do a war. By you, I know that I was a more blue. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. To my wood, to my wood, to my wood, you.
I talk when we are the tough feeling from in the soup. I grew God, no, and all the grew will go to nail on also, and all the talk will finish here to nail on. So share the show here tonight on the Prince Double Show. Here there's another edition of the Prince Double Show here. What I got, an honorable Boo Yonly will be joining me pretty soon here tonight. We're gonna be talking everything GGAA. Election season, the campaign open, ladies and gentlemen. And those who don't stand the heat, don't get into the heat. If you can't stand the heat, don't get there. If you want to be in the kitchen, stay there and stand the heat. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen and go downtown and get yourself some big AC and put it around you and blow you up. But we are in the GGAA season and the campaign season, and we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to interview people. We're going to bring people out here, and we're going to ask them who they're going to endorse and all that stuff. Gilman or Edith? Which one? Which way? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the Prince Double Show here tonight. If you can hear me, say I can hear you. If you can't hear me, say I can't hear you. So let me welcome a few people here tonight. I got Augustus Williams, Cisco Williams. We got Beverly Cousinon Harris. We got Vivian Wright. And say again. Okay, yeah, the heat. And Mercy Garo, Conti, Mercy Garo. And Bamu Nelly. Everybody, Nelly, welcome to the Prince Double Show tonight. Tonight we're going to have one of the former board chairman, Boo Yonly. The man name it got a lot of meanings. The guy Boo, it's called Boo. The big Boo, the big black Boo. And you got in the crown, your crown language or wherever, Boo is gun. So the man name is gun and a cow. A beef, how you call it? A big cow, or you're going to go with a big gun. So Boo Yonly, you shoot him. If he can take the gun and shoot his own cow, a cow can chase him with his own gun. So that's him, Boo Yonly. You know Boo. One time Gibson Jerry ran on Boo Yonly case for 100 days. He said, I will go behind that man for 100 days. Even Gibson Jerry on Boo Yonly. And everybody thought Boo had the money. He ate the money or he did something. But he put the money in Grand Jude cash check. He held the money, though. Don't get me wrong. He held the money for a couple of times, and he gave $30,000 to James Yubote. Yubote took the $30,000 and going to pay the lawyer off. He gave our money to the lawyer. Lawyer. Boo unit is in trouble. This Madison, McCaffin, Levi, guy from all the way Pennsylvania is here tonight. Boo unit, the most talk about Boo, yeah. Madison, the man Boo is I think the big milk cow, and then the guy is a big milk single barrel. You know what I mean? So that's him. He gonna be joining me tonight. And then last night we have Mr. Alexander Yala, who came out here openly and endorsed Edith Poir and said he's going to join the campaign team to campaign for Edith Poir and telling people to vote for Edith Poir. And tonight we got Boo unit. We don't know who Boo going to endorse here tonight. But Boo, as you said, Boo is a boo. People call him the controversial Boo, but that's Boo unit. Let me welcome my senior man from all the way Brooklyn Park, or I don't know if Brooklyn Park, but he's from Minneapolis. Got Mansfield Dope. The guy, my senior brother, my senior Brabi. Now the man, I gotta stick behind the man. Man came to Ganta. I want buy a piece of land Ganta. You gotta get me buy a piece of land Ganta and open my little shop in Ganta. You say my little food up bread, crumpy, and my making it in the evening. So tonight we're gonna have Boo unit here. Yes, the big milk cow. Yep. The Boo. That's him. Boo unit. Bull. Boo unit. Boo unit. The I is Isaac. Boo unit. So he's gonna be here tonight. And we're gonna be talking a lot of things tonight. And then later on, something might pop out. Who knows? I want to know who McCaffin, this Levi guy. I want to know who he's supporting. I have Bobby Toady here, but Levi McCaffin is afraid of he's afraid of the camera. I don't know what kind of guy. I'll try to trick him one time to come on these things, and I sent the link to the guy. The man was in some kind of dark area just so they can see the man, and you see where he goes to, you passing around when you see the program, but he afraid of the cameras. I will try to bring him on one day to ask him a couple of questions on this whole brand. There's something here. My senior man says he's from Tapetan. My man Tapetan far, man. I want somewhere where I can get out again in the car and just drive straight from Montreal to the place. Kota. The road going to Tapetan and get Kota on it. Then we'll go to Tapetan. Oh, I play Tapetan and I play my was Kepa Dwayne. Yeah, Kepa Dwayne was in Tapetan. Got a big stool in Cap and play. Yeah, long time. I missed the show. Yeah, great show. Yeah, thank you, Mansfield. Mansfield is a bunch of brain. They got it from LU now. So you go to Minnesota, that minute they political science and the minute discussing issues. I don't know who are behind CDC back in the day. 2002, 2003, then Joe Yadden Khan and sit down to Hawaii, Kamara Hall, they be talking about CDC politics, all the kind of things. But that's how CDC was formed. Right there, we saw it. We saw John Molu then coming to Minnesota. We saw Kofi Woods then. They didn't want King with Joe. They put Joe, we are in politics. Now the man joined politics, the thing sweet, and they say, leave it, I beg you. I remember the thing was sweet. So Boo is in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, who know that on show and you... Hey, baby. 1 minute, gentlemen.
Oh, do my. Here we can't get your mazor die out for woman. Then, Barney, I know one more blame. One will to my, and cannot do a war. Barney, I know that I was a mobile. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. You are àwọn máa di ọ̀lẹ́ ta o ṣé wọ́n yà á dùn lè fọ́n ṣẹ́ bá kó àgbẹ̀ àgbẹ̀já wa yán.
Okay, we are back here. We got Bull Unit in the back. There was a call, and I had to take that call, so that's why I left. But I'm back now. And ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the Prince Double Show here. We got Bull Unit in the back. There's no need to waste time. We're going to get Bull Unit on, and we're going to start this thing. We have to get out of here by 9:30 tonight. Honorable Bull Unit. How you doing, Mr. Bull Unit?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Thank you.
Yeah. How's Florida? Is it sunny over there, or you got these alligators passing all around the place?
We were all talking about alligator.
You know, when they say Florida, we always think about alligators and all that stuff.
Yeah, it just I mean, they got a lot of animals here, but you find these things in their, habitat. They go to where they, where they live and where they feel free and where they are protected.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but the weather is very good. I mean, you can wear your t-shirt and walk around, your short trouser. I mean, it's very good here in Florida.
Oh, okay.
That's why you see most of the people in the north when there's winter, they always come down, for the whole winter season, and then after that they go back to the northern area, including North Dakota, Minnesota, Canada, and other places.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. Your area is hot, so we go there for. And by the way, your area is like I think 12 hours from me.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm driving, when I'm holding the road, when I'm driving 12 hours, and I mean right there. I mean, in Tampa, you're not in Tampa. You're on.
Yeah, I'm in Tampa. I'm in the suburb of Tampa. A place called Wesley Chapel. It's a suburb of Tampa.
Don't you politique on it?
No, man.
Yeah. So welcome again to the Prince Double Show.
Thank you for inviting me on your show.
Yeah, you've been a former Bull chairman, Bull Unit. I told the people the name Bull. They got a lot of meaning. They got the big bull and they got the big gun and all that stuff is behind it. And the guy said, Bull is a controversial bull. I said, no, bull of principles.
You call me political bull.
Yeah, political bull. Now, what's his name? You're beginning McCarthy on here, bull, a controversial guy. So we're here for like hour or so talk.
Okay. I know where you live in my own, but you got your countrymen here for more than 2 hours. But anyway, we don't have enough time because
my countrymen. Yeah, you get with background. So where you?
I write. Yeah, I write more than talking. You know that.
You talk too, boo.
No, I don't talk. I write.
You talk to. You want to make us to understand your everything and this, that. But we're here, Mr. Bull Unit, and we're gonna do what we can do. And if the people say we should add 30 minutes or 20 minutes, who are we? We'll put it there. Yeah. And just for the people to get from Bull Unit. So Bull Unit, let me give you what was it, 2 minutes or so to introduce yourself. Tell the people who Bull is. And why is Boo staying back all that time? We're just saying Boo again. So Boo, go ahead. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me on your program. This is a program that most of our people watch, especially our people from the Southeast, not only Grand Judea, but including Sino, Sasstown, Grand Crew, Maryland, all the other areas. Even River G, River G came from the 2 districts in Grand Judea. You got Webo and Waco district. And these are the guys who, founded our River G, but they were all part of Grand Judea, including the Swangway, the Kilopre, and the other, people that make up the the people in River G today. I mean, most of them got places in Zwedru. Yeah, I attended the Assembly of God Elementary School. My name is Yonly. I'm from Solotown, Grand Judea County. We used to call it Chen Mention Gobble Clan, Chen Cheatham, Grand Judea County. My old man used to be a paramount chief, so I used to learn a lot from him. I used to go for vacation and, listen to him while they're judging cases and that kind of stuff. So I learned a lot in terms of knowing our people, going to the various towns, because Gobble got different towns. So we used to go to those places and meet with the old people, you know, I mean, respect the tradition, learn the tradition, meet with the old people, the young people. I mean, it was a good time. You know, the war destroyed a lot of things in our place.
Yeah.
I matriculated to Monrovia and I attended Cathedral High School where I graduated from. And then when the war came, prior to the war, you know, after I graduated, I went to the University of Liberia. I was there, you know, at Liberia College, but due to the war, I got a scholarship, so I went to Nairobi, Kenya. That's where I did my undergrad, graduated, and the Cali people that sponsored me, they wanted me to return to Liberia. I said no because I'm a crime man, and it was not safe for me at the time. At that time, you got Chancellor was in power, so I decided to go, you know, southbound. You know, I went to Harare, Zimbabwe. At the time, Zimbabwe we don't need visa. So I went to Zimbabwe and did a after my undergrad, I did a teaching certificate, and I went down to Botswana. Botswana was part of South Africa, but now they have their own republic. And at the time, Botswana was one of the countries in Africa that was doing well. And when I went there, I got a teaching job. Oh, what happened? I think
We're hearing you.
yeah, my my thing went off. Oh, hold on, just hold on. I think I lost my camera.
But we're seeing you.
I don't have the signal. Just
Mr.
hold on.
Yonly, we are seeing you and we are hearing you.
Okay, but I'm not seeing myself on my signal here. Just hold on. Yeah, you can just put a intro. Let me fix my thing here. I
Okay,
got
let me
some.
let you to fix your stuff in the back there, Mr. Watt. Let me just tell you one or I gave you a little story from the Honorable William Glade, Senior. He said so he's the senior now. He got a little son there called the junior. He's in Monrovia. He called me in today. We've been talking anyway. He been watching the show, and he's gonna be here. Maybe he's gonna be here. He said maybe he's gonna be here to come and catch. But he told me that he endorsed the Ede Poir team, and because of the time the show can come on, it can be now. It's 8 o'clock going to 9. You put 5 hours there. It's almost 1 o'clock or wherever over there in Liberia. So, but he said he endorsed Ede Poir. We're trying to get our time on, maybe in the daytime, maybe around 1 o'clock here, which will be 6 o'clock there or 5 o'clock there, so he can come on. We're trying to work on it. But Mr. Glade endorsed the Poirs, with ticket. So if they are here, if they're watching, Mr. Glade endorsed them. I think he tried to talk to Edith today or wherever he said, I talked to Edith today. But just say it on your show, Prince. And I've been watching your show. I've been going back, even though you had Nancy and she said those things about me. I'm not going to go into that, but we're talking GGAA, and I endorse Edith Poir. So, and Honorable William Glade, I think he's the older brother to Henry Glade or one of them. I don't know who is the oldest. Well, one of the Glade, the William Glade, William Glade endorsed Corn Glade, Corn. Yeah, cause he got that K. I asked him what's the meaning of the K. He said corn. The Eric Corn, corn. So William Glade endorsed Madam Edith Poir to a conversation. He was on the phone. He just called me from Monrovia. He saw the phone ringing. He called me, and then I had to switch it up and gave him the link so he can watch. He just got up, and he said he's going to watch the show. So just to let people know that William Glade, Honorable William Glade, will be the representative of Grand Juda County. I don't know which district, but back in the Samuel, he's a cousin or brother to Samuel Kaindo, and he endorsed the Poir, the Poir, with ticket. Just that. So let me bring Boo back. I think his camera is clear. I'm seeing him in the back.
Yeah, you can see me now.
Yeah, we can see you. You can read one on the screen.
Oh yeah, I can see now. Somebody asked a question. So why crumb men like to see themselves when they are talking? But you got to make sure. You got to make sure.
You're from Utah.
That was my.
Let us see that set in the camera. So now we are clear. We are back, Mr. Boo. You need to conclude and take 30 seconds and do that.
Yeah. So continuing from what I left, I was in Botswana. I taught there at a high school, business studies and entrepreneurship. I did that for 4 years before I moved to England. I was based in Manchester, in the United Kingdom, and there were met up with some Grandians, and then we used to meet in London. From Manchester to London is about 3 to 4 hours, in the train. So we used to go there, sometime weekends and attend the Grand Judah Association meetings. It was good at the time. And later on, I got the green card thing. That's how I matriculated to the United States. I first moved to Utah. I was in Salt Lake City, and for a little bit, but I don't like cold that much, so that's how I moved to Florida. And
Oh,
when I moved to Florida, I got a call from my uncle Wilson Valley, and he wanted me to. He said, "My man, Lo, you got to be part of this thing. You are a son of Grand Judah. I mean, with all the education you got to contribute something here." So Martha Connor at the time, she was canvassing to be president of the Grand Judah Association in Americas. So I joined her as VP Kennedy. But prior to that, I served on my board here in Florida as member of the board of directors of Grand Judah Association in Florida. So after that, joined Martha Connor, even though the election was kind of controversial at the time, but Martha Connor, came out victorious. So we ran for the first term. After the first time, I told her, "Look, we got to leave this thing because there was so much fragmentation in the organization." So that's how we, what his name, Collins, Timur Collins, and Fred Guion, the battle of Timur Collins won that year, and we turned over, to the Colin Poor administration at the time. Since then, I participated most of the convention. I attended those conventions. Um, Later on, I think one of the Fred Guion convention, the first convention in Virginia, and no guy tapped me and said, "Oh, my man, we want you to be the chairman of the board."
oh,
So I said, "Okay, wow."
2016.
Huh?
2016.
Yeah, 2016, yeah. So I said, "Okay, no problem. I mean, it's something to serve my people. I don't mind." So I, took out the ring and participated in the election. That election was not easy that day. I didn't know Prince Dover at the time. I didn't know you're trolling me with a camera. You see, my man, I got your camera, yeah.
I got took a couple of pictures and went back. Yeah.
So, at the time they called Vera Davis, she was the one that was counting the ballots. And when she took out the ballot like this, oh, when she took out the ballot from the thing, Boo Yonly, she said, "No, this thing I get I get standing at the more. You call somebody to count the ballot." Yeah, so that's how it was, and won the election. And after that, that was it. And since then, we've been doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
My whole aim was to make sure that we have fiscal discipline for the organization. The organization is membership based. You see, the people contribute their money. We'll go to a convention, people pay $50 to enter. And
Mm-hmm.
that money, I hope that money should be used for my opinion. I hope that money should be used for the purpose for which the people want. It's not the people who say they are leaders should sit down in the room and say, "Look, let's do this." I think every convention, the people need to sit down at the national conference. That's what they say. The national conference should be the what?
Mm-hmm.
The governing body of the organization. So at a convention, the people need to decide. They need to make decisions. They need to vote. The leadership bring up plans and say, "Look, this is what we have, and we want you guys to look at it." And the people can vote on it, and then they make it into what? Into a decisive plan, and then the administration can go about to implement those plans with the oversight of the board, because the board is there to do the oversight and make sure that people use the money for what it is intended for. So those are some of the things that we want to make sure that the organization live up to that. And everything, even in America here, when you go look for a job, you have to have experience. And when you look at experience, you also look at character. Okay, you also look at the judgment. You see, judgment is very important because you have to trust people to be able to make decision for you. You don't put people in places that you don't know them. I'm not here to put anybody down. Up, we are all Grandians, and we are purposeful. We all have passion for the organization. It's just that among us, we have people who have experience, who been there, who know what to do. Okay, so those are some of the principles that I look at. And as I come here today, looking at the whole playing field, um, I like my brother Gilmore
Well,
Otavia.
we're gonna go into that,
Okay,
Mr. Yonly. We're gonna go into that, but let's start off bit by bit,
okay,
pieces by pieces.
okay.
Then we're gonna go to that
Yeah,
tonight.
so I think I read my stuff because I at
Yeah,
least I give a little bit of history,
yeah.
who
You
I
get a.
am, and
Yeah.
where I came from.
You were just in ATL, Georgia, for the Constitution, the amended one now, and they were in the hall. You had I got a video where you made a lot of suggestions. You and the two Isaac. It was like y'all wanted things to be, put on the to suit the people and then for the in the interest of the people. And one of these things you got, I think, I don't know if you brought it up, but at 3 years, people said 2 years, the term for president, it was short, so they added to 3 years. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think I was in favor of that because 2 years is not enough for the presidency to do a lot of things for the Grand Jury Association. Um, we the first year, the people always use the word basically, but obviously, or you can say technically,
Mhm.
the first 2 years is not enough because the first year the president has to get to know the people, get people together, and
Boo, 1 minute. Can
canvas.
you face in the camera to yourself? It's like you're on the side.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold
Can
on.
you yet twist it a little bit? Oh, okay, yeah,
Is it
yeah,
okay now?
yeah.
Okay. So the first 2 years is not enough. The president has a lot of things to do. The first year, maybe they'll go around and do canvassing to be able to raise money. Raising money is not an easy thing. People got a lot of responsibility. Most of the people work, they got things to do back home in Liberia. They got a lot of plans, they got a lot of projects. So you have to convince them to be able to chip in, on your project, what you want to do for the organization. So that first year they can do fundraising. Then the second year they can also start, doing try to implement the project. So I
Mhm.
think if it is 3 years, I think it will be a good thing for the
So you
organization.
favor
That's
that
why
three? You
I
favor
agree
that
on that
three?
3 years.
You favor that 3 year? But how about this controversial thing? Even though Gibson said it was not written down about our sisters, only man when you man, you're born, you're born by different tribe or different nationality that child can be. But if the female born by another man who is not a crown man, that child cannot be. What's your take on that? It was a lot. You saw in there. It was a lot of huge
Yeah,
things. You see how to explain it in there.
I think I came later when they were discussing that. I, if you look at that technically, um, it is a hot button issue. Um, our people, I think we should, that my suggestion that day was that people need to be around. We need to have a very good quorum so that people can put their views. We can have few people deciding for majority of the people. So it's good Yonly can decide on those kind of things. It is a grand
No, I
jury.
mean, what was your take?
Yeah.
How
Okay,
that particular
my
discussion?
take is because I have a lady from Kenya. I went to school there and I got married there. So my daughter, even though her mother is a Kenyan, but she's a Liberian, she's a Grandidian. So for me, I think in cases like that, we allow the person, so long they have Grandidian blood, to be part and parcel of us. That's my opinion on that.
So what they said about a female, you a man, so obviously your daughter, your kids, they are automatic. They can lead us. But what we heard that the female, like Edith's children, If she born her kids by different nationality, different tribe, the children cannot be leaders.
No, they can be
For
leaders.
the men,
Yeah.
for the men, it's okay. That's what they said.
Yeah.
But for the women, it was like
No, that's being biased, because you know I'm a kind of principle person. I believe that so long it's good for the gender, it should be good for the goose. Okay, so once we agree that the man, you know, it should be good for the man, it should be good for the women too.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I stood that day, but Gibson said, "Oh, it's not even here." So what took that from? And then we say, "Okay, so it's not there. Thank God that it's not there." But I just wanted to hear your side.
Yeah, you know, I always, you know, I let her hit the thing on the nail.
Yeah, Mr. Mansfield, you say how about no? They can be members. We got members. We got people. We got affiliate members. We got all that stuff. Those people can be members.
Yeah. As for me, so long they are participatory, they pay their dues, and they you know, they like Grungy there, they should be part of us. That's my view. That's my opinion. But my opinion, I cannot force my opinion on the entire Grungy membership. The membership has to decide. They have to vote. I believe in democracy. I believe in participatory democracy, where people can be able to what to decide, to do a referendum. Let people vote. And that's why I believe in. Boo Yonly can come out and say he deciding for the whole Grandidian people. No. I believe in participatory democracy.
Yeah. So Boo, let's go back. Let's pivot a little back to where when you came in 2016. I saw you in Arizona. You were with a Dadue. You were not a rush guy. You were a strong supporter of Fred. Why come in a year later you switched, you held him accountable. We saw you, and that lot of people from that way they were against you. Why? If you are the man who are the architect who did most of the thing, campaign for the man. I saw you at a certain point in that place. I don't know, for one thing, you told me to be a rush guy. According to you passed by me. I was in Arizona 2015.
Yeah, okay. Prince, there are a lot of factors. Okay. You know, I can support you if you do wrong and say, oh, the person, oh, the man did so and so, the man did so. Okay, it could be true, but he was not what? He was not accused in court and convicted. It was an alleged. It's alleged, as they say, it's alleged. Okay, so I said, okay, the young man, you said that he did so and so, he did so and so, buy bear, he collected money, blah blah blah. I said, look, Grand Judah people, they just forget about it. Let's get him a second chance. Okay, so I believe in second chance. So I like the guy. You know, he's our friend, he's our brother. You know, I said, look, let her try the man for the second time. The man he been working up and down, you know, going from place to place just because of Grand Judah. I mean, anybody can make mistake. You and myself, we are not God. You see, we have sinned. So I mean, we can't be the one to be trolling somebody and say the person did this, the person did this. Since the man had a passion, let give him the chance. But if I give you a chance and then you go, you know, and deviate from what you're supposed to do, then you think I should still support you? No, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. So if you do something that is not right, I will be the first person to what? To take action against you. And I mean that. I don't bow down to people. If you are wrong, I make sure I make a decision and you live for what you did. Even I myself, if I do something, people should take action against me. So that was my reason of leaving that way, because there were things that were being done. There was no report. We called for audit of the campaign funding. There was no report, and I advocate for that, and they don't want to do it. So I just left the scene, because I cannot follow people who are not doing the right thing.
So you felt that way, president then was not doing the right thing, so you left him, and then you went behind him, prosecuted him.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I help out, I assisted. I travel with my own money. Went to Minnesota, went to Phoenix, Arizona to run campaign at my own expense. We even, you know, assisted with with Talu, Aloysius Talu. We did the campaign manifestos and all that kind of stuff. But if somebody is not doing the right thing, you'll still follow that person? No. So that was the reason. So that's what the reason I left. And then besides that, when the people call on me to become the chairman of the board, they organized and got somebody to go against me. And I won that person. You see that? So those are some of the things, but I don't want to go there, bringing old wounds and that kind of stuff. But
yeah, we just want to know the genesis. This bull guy want to know that. So, and people, I just told Alex yesterday, people who are 15 years old that time, boo, they're in their 20s now. So they have to know what these things, hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I know the whole thing. I saw it unfolded right in front of me, but you got to, for my audience. So thank you for that, there now. So boo, the GGAA is the people will be coming here in Kentucky for election. You got Josephine Slew and and Otavio Gilmore, and you got the incumbent Edith Poir and Isaac Inanwe. But from the get-go, you didn't. I saw you in 2023 in Arizona on even on social media on this writing. You didn't want either to I don't know if you actually say you didn't want white ballot or whatever, but I saw you were against that process.
Yeah, you're correct right there. And for me, I believe in the process. I believe the right thing should be done. And that's why I didn't support that white ballot thing. Okay.
So what was the right thing that was not done? What was the right thing?
Huh?
What was the right thing that was not done?
Okay, the right thing was that it was supposed to make sure that the election was held. Okay.
Well, you saw the election was held on Sunday.
Yeah, no. When we went to the place, I think there was a lot of fracas. The man went up there to explain about the Constitution, Mr. Kyle.
Yeah.
But Kyle was not giving chance. And then, a lot of people came. I think they just some people planned something to happen that day. I think it was premeditated. Okay, it was premeditated.
What happened?
Yeah, just give me chance. They premeditated something to happen. And then they called police. And the whole thing just went, bizarre. Everybody, scattered. And a lot of people went home. So all of a sudden, they say they're calling election. You're calling election for who? Most of the people who are supposed to come for the election, they all left. So that was a white ballot. I don't support white ballot,
but
even though I support
the whole were packed that day. We had election at the whole. I don't know if you were there, but people voted that day.
Yeah, we all left because everybody left. So if you say
what do you mean everybody left?
Yeah, people left.
People in our building that they were almost 200-300 people. How can you say
over almost 500 people, almost 500. Between that number, between 200 and 500 people that were in that hall.
But not everybody can vote. Not everybody can cast the ballot.
Yeah, but people pay their way. People went there to specifically vote. And they called the police, and people, some of we have character. Some people got good character in the community. They don't want to be, held with police thing. So we all left that scene. So I think they should have postponed.
It was the next day.
Yeah, they should have postponed that election. And then
they
went behind the thing.
Postpone an election?
Huh?
Postpone an election that was already planned, ballot paper, everything printed?
Yeah, but they should not even, discourage the people. They had to make sure that people stay there to vote that day. But they make the people to leave.
But anyway, it happened on a Saturday, boo, or the police came on a Saturday, Sunday.
You ever said talk about it? I didn't support the white ballot, even though I support either. But
we all knew going into Iowa, it was going to be white ballot because Boti Tanya was disqualified. No. The Constitution, boo. You support the Constitution. The Constitution says you must attend 2 conventions before the election, election year. Yeah. They checked the record, you only attended 1. So you expected them to violate the Constitution. They disqualified and Otavio Gilmore, Josephine Slew, and Kumar Phillip because they were not qualified per the Constitution. And you had issue when they disqualified Gilmore?
And
other people?
Yeah, but those things were under discussion. Okay, those things should have been discussed at the convention there. You know, the national conference make the higher. They're the
They
higher
were already
decision maker.
disqualified, boo, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
accepted
but
it. They
yeah, but
called
the
these
national.
guys in. Listen, now they called them in. They told them why they were disqualified. They gave them letter. Then they protest. They wherever sent a letter out. The commission called in and they did an investigation. It was allowed on Facebook, and they accepted it.
Yeah, but anyway, it happened. We can't dwell on that now. I mean,
So
you know,
now Boo
mistakes,
Unit is here tonight.
mistakes.
Today is the 5th of March,
Yeah.
2025. 2 years later, after the Iowa thing, almost 2 years. Will Boo tonight endorse someone from the Gilmore side or either side tonight?
Yeah.
Looking at GGAA, how
Yeah.
we going now?
Yeah. Looking at the GGA and looking at the history, looking at all the divisions, looking at the fragmentations, and looking at the different upheavals, I think Edith Poor is well placed to unite our people. She's a person who is she's a lady who is very firm. She's the kind of person who can bring people together. She can call people and talk to people in a kind of quiet way. She's well known in the community. I mean, there's so many factors I can enlist tonight, but I don't want to go too much into that. But given the experience, given the passion, given all the underlying factors that make a leader, Poor is well placed to carry our organization forward. Uh, Gilmore Otavia is our young brother. He has a long, he has a lot of time. I mean, after Edith Poor, he can continue. I mean, he can come in the page and make his contribution, and he can do something. You don't have to be president to contribute your
But these are the
quota.
same thing they told Gilmore. These are the same thing they told Gilmore 2023.
Yeah.
That he must wait. He still got time. He's still young. This guy will keep waiting until he get old.
No. I mean, Edith Poor started this thing, and she has not ended. She has not fulfilled her platform. She has things to accomplish. So let's give her a chance. I mean, she has not made any mistakes since she started. Let's give her the chance. Let her complete her projects. And she got some project that even you put it. She doing a continuative process, which of course when the leader leave, that leader what they left, the other leadership come and complete that. And that's what Ide is doing. So I prefer Ide now to continue that process and make sure that she complete the project that Yubote left, and then adding to her on a project that she has.
Oh wow! So tonight, about 7 minutes to 9 p.m. here on Eastern Time, the former board chairman of the Grand Jury Association, Ibu Unit, has endorsed the poor ticket for
Correct.
2025 election.
Yes.
So you think Ide would do better?
She will do a good job. She served before. She served as a vice president for the Colin Powell administration. Besides that, she served other community organization, and she's a kind of person who she had passion for the organization. I give you an example. When Yuboto win, she doesn't have no animosity against anybody. She's a kind of person who have a clean heart for everyone. And when Yuboto won, imagine somebody who is a fierce rival. The person won the election, and then you take $1,000 cash and give to that person. That type of lady would look at her as a person who can bring people together. She got no animosity against anybody. I too don't have anything against Gilmore. Gilmore is a very fine young man. He has a lot of passion for the organization, but I think at this time, Ide is the best person to carry the organization forward.
You think Ide will lead GGAA in the right direction comes 20.
And people saying that Ide can't listen, but I talked to her. She listened to me. She listened to a lot of people. I'm not sure where they took that one from. Ide is a person, when you talk to her, she listened carefully and carry on those advices. She might not be 100% listening to everything, but as a leader, you listen, and then you what? You look at those stuff and take out some of the things that are good. Not everything people tell you have to do it. So I think Ide is on the right path. You know, let me tell you something. This organization, GGAA, is a membership based. Okay, so everything we do, we have to consult our membership, and that's why we got national conference. You see that word there, national conference. The national conference is the what? Is the highest decision making body. Every time we go to the convention, we have to make sure that the national conference is heard, that every delegate from each chapter, that those people are heard, and their views and opinion are taken seriously. And these are some of the things we're going to make sure that Eden know that very well because she's been serving the organization. She's very much familiar with the Grand Judah Constitution. And I'm sure she's going to make sure that people's voices are heard because the membership makes the organization. Without the membership, there's no organization. Because these are people who put in their money into the organization. And that's why I also advise that in the United States, we always collect money, do things, carry container back home in Liberia, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But we have to do something here. We don't even have an office. We don't have a physical office. We have a what? Remote office. But we need physical office. Because if
what do you mean we need physical office?
Physical office is something practical. Like, for example, I got 124 Dredden Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You go there straight, you walk there, you meet people there. They will sit down behind the desk and all the kind of things. And these are some of the things that American people look at. You see, you can't have an organization floating.
These are things that many were trying to do to get the office space and get a hall for us. And your leadership at that time, I mean, you held him by the throat. Man, you couldn't breathe.
Okay, you know why? Because I mean, you have to do things right, and that's why I emphasize on what they call efficiency and effectiveness, doing the right thing and doing things right. Okay, we cannot throw the Grand Judah people money, take it away, and give it to the real estate people like that, and then time come tomorrow, there's no place. The house our brother wanted to buy is a house in a residential area. It was not meant for an office. So we told the young man, in fact said, I didn't make a decision. What I did, I went into the Constitution and together with the board members, appointed a committee headed by Jonathan Getue. And we took one member of that committee from each district, Basel, Chien District, and Kunebo District, because Grand Judah had 3 districts. So we elected people from those 3 districts to make up that committee so they can say they are biased. And if people went to Iowa, Des Moines, and they investigated the whole thing. And the report was made. I got a report right here. I can send it to you. And
where was the report? That the hall was not good?
The hall, number 1, is been on the market for more than 20 years. Number 2, it's not meant for assembly. Number 3,
was it in a residential area?
It's in a residential area. And you know very well, if you buy such a hall, you lose. And if you want to make it,
did you bring all these things out to the administration then by telling Mr. Mengy say these are the fundings that we did, and these are it's not better. It will not be in the best interest. Did you talk to him about it?
Oh yeah, we wrote the man. I got a letter here. We wrote him.
What was it? What was the response?
And we attached the copy. The man said no, he doesn't want to listen to that. He will do what he wants to do. So that's how he went to the bank and took up money and pay, to the Iowa realty. He I don't know, about 10,000 or something like that. He paid against that house. And that's how the lawyer called me and said, look, you have to do something because this guy had already paid money towards this place. Because if you guys do it, that Grand Judah money are going to go in breeze. And that's how I called the people to return the money. And when they return the money, they asked him to call Honorable Menye. He said, y'all put it in this treasurer name. And then I called them back. I said, look, y'all put that money back in Grand Judah Association account.
And they put it in Grand Judah Association account.
Put it in Grand Judah Association account. When they went to the bank to go cash the check bounced because the money already in Grand Judah account. And then the lawyer called me quick. He said, look, make sure you freeze that money because if you don't do it, those guys will go back there and take the people money. And that's how I freeze that money. And they said, oh, Yonly took the money. No, Yonly didn't take the money.
Was the check in your personal name? When you took the check out of there?
Yeah.
All the money. How much thousand was that?
I think it was 30 some more thousand because there was 30,000 in the other account, and then 30 some more thousand, which of course altogether was 60 some more thousand that were turned over to Ubote in the bank, because everything was in the bank. Boo Yonly never even had any cash on him. So the money was written in a cashier check in Grand Jide Association name in Grand Jide account. So what we did a photocopy of the check and they put it in the lockbox. You see that? So I only had the photocopy, which of course I can show you. And next time when you're having a program, you can show you on the screen. So basically, when many
check was not written your name, was written
it was written in Grand Jide Association name. Grand Jide Association name. So basically, people start carrying my name around. Oh, Boo Yonly. No. And when Ubote won, we took him to the bank here in Omega Kala. We turned over everything to them. There was no cash in Boo Yonly's hand. The money was in the bank throughout. You see that? So that's what we did. We saved the organization. Okay. So these are some of the things we did in the interest of the organization. Because in the interest of the organization, when you're doing it, your name can spoil. People can cause you. I mean, people cause me here a lot. I think you heard it. And, I stand for that because I'm doing everything in the interest of the organization. And that money, Ubote use some of that money to what? To erect the statue that he has today. The only problem I have with Ubote is that you should make report. I don't care what kind of report it is, but you got to make report and be accountable to the people. Because I heard the administration say they don't have any report from him. So he should make report. Yeah. So basically, those are some of the things. So I'm sure, I hope that he should make a report on how Grand Jide people money was spent, that money that we turn over to him from the bank. So we're not against Menye for not purchasing the property. We told him, find somewhere good.
So now this administration, now you are trying to tell this administration that the people of Grand Jide here, we are here. We need an office space.
We need a physical address, okay? Because the child crawls before they walk, isn't it? Everything is step by step. So
where's your camera, Boo?
My camera? What happened to my camera?
You're not looking in the camera.
My camera is on top of the computer. Yeah, it just
you got to look in the camera. Yeah. I mean, people complaining, you're not looking in the camera.
Okay. Let me look in the camera.
Yeah, the people want to see Boo. They ain't see you for a long time.
Okay, I think the main thing here is the message.
Yeah,
okay?
The message.
We should have a physical office. Okay, the physical office is very important because if the companies or organization, if they want to help you, they want what? They want you to have a physical office that the people can come and see you and see your office. That shows that you are real. You are not just some kind of what do you call it in America? People who are aliens. You're not just some kind of alien that is just hanging in a space. So those are some of the things. And Ida listened to us very well. She's going to work.
And you think she can do that to get an office space?
Oh yeah.
Get a whole office space for the organization.
Yeah. Office space first, and then later on the hall. Because if we want to help people in Swedru, in Grand Jide, we also have to make sure we are grounded here. Okay. And then when we're helping people, then we have the necessary thing. Because for example, you have Home Depot, you got Costco, you got Walmart. These organizations are willing to help. But before the people help you, you have to have a physical office. Okay. You have to have a physical office. You have to have an address, a physical address. And these things are very important. I'm willing to even buy a new computer and give it to the organization once they open an office. I give them a computer, I give them a printer. And people can even volunteer to go to that office. And some of the things, when we start having the office, the first thing is that I will even help them to give them information on how to obtain help from those companies like Costco, like Walmart, like Home Depot, and those organizations, because they are willing to help. Even the city council, wherever they open their office. Like, for example, the city council of Philadelphia, the city council of Des Moines, Iowa, the city council of Phoenix, Arizona, the city council of Fargo, North Dakota, the city council of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, okay? The city council of Minneapolis, Minnesota, okay? These people are willing to help, but we need to get a physical address.
Okay.
And once they can get our help, and then they can be able to do a community thing, because we got a lot of older people who need help, okay? They can go to that hall or wherever office they got, if they need anything. Later on, if the community need a hall, the city council can help. Like in Philadelphia, they wanted to help with a hall. But there were a lot of things going on that time. They didn't manage to get it. So these are some of the things. So we were in the organization before. We didn't have the opportunity to do that. Now, since we get the experience, we are willing to help whoever wins in the election so that they can be able to achieve those things.
Okay. So looking at this election, Mr. Yonly, and looking at it, people going around campaigning and all that stuff. Who you think gonna win this election?
Yeah, I told you. I think the guy asked me. I'm not a Sangoma. A Sangoma is in the Crown dialect. It's a more Guion.
You're not a Marabu.
Okay. You see, I'm not a witchcraft. Okay, so I can't tell, or I can't read palm to make sure that either will win or Otavia will win. But we have to make sure we have to go out there and convince people so that either can win. Either can make a big difference. Okay, and we're going to talk to people. I don't mind the same thing I did for Fred Guian. I can do it for Ide Poor. Okay, I will take my time to go out there and convince our people to vote for Ide. And when Ide finish her term, Octavius can come and run again, to become president next time.
Good. Okay. Okay, so Ide should win. Ide should win. I will open the line for people to call. Mr. Yubote, you were calling Mr. President. The line not open yet. When I open the line, I will announce it and put the number here, and people are going to call, making report to the board and making report to your successor. That's a two different thing. We know here. There were report made all around here, but when the new government come, they had interim leaders. They had a transitional process. The other government make report to the new government. We saw George Weah and Ellen doing it, Ellen and George Weah and Joseph Boaga doing it. So, but they may report to the lawmakers, to the parliament, to the legislatures. But they may report when they left. So that's a two different thing over there, Mr. Yubote. But I'll open the line for you to come and make a point here.
Okay.
Also,
let me just touch on that. If if it is clear that Yubote make the report, he can make that, the report available. I know they got the documentation.
Yeah, because he said he made it to the board.
Okay.
And the administration is telling us, the current administration told us on my show that he refused to comply.
Okay.
So all the report he made to the board, when the people call you to make the report, just compile it, print it out. Because I know you send it to email or something. Print it out and part it up and give it to the people. Or you say, I make it to the board. The Constitution say, make report. You got to turn over to the new administration. That's it, period.
You're right.
That's it. I can't say, I've been making report to the board, so you'll go to the board. No, it don't work like that. I turn things over, pack it up, and give it to the new people. If they get issue, they won't ask me, they'll question me. That's about it. So we'll open the line.
And one of the things is that I also talked to the current vice president, Mr. Ase Yinawe. He's a very good guy. He's good in the IT stuff. He make the in the first time of Grand Judah history, the website is very, very active. And all the reports, if they need reports from the other previous thing, I'm willing. Some of the information I got, I will give to him so they can put it on the website. Because all the reports need to be on the website so that people can see it. www.gga.org.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of jobs.
The organization is very active. The website is very active. So people can go there. You see all the different the former leaders, the former presidents, the former board chairmen, all the people they are there. Even most of our people, the obituaries, people who passed away and all the kind of stuff. You can see it.
Let me give the question to you, Mr. Boo. Given you read that thing and then you can answer. The board should be elected by the body or the general body, or we should leave it. I mean, we talked about it at the convention we just had, so it's still the same way.
Yeah, I think the process is okay.
I think he just wanted to get your view on it as well.
Yeah, the current process is okay. It's just that we have a monotonous of board members. We got so many board members who are what? Who are I don't know. I don't want to use this word. Who are not efficient. Okay, so we need to cut down the number of board members because the board members are so many. The good thing that
your take on it when we talk about it in Georgia.
Yeah, the good thing about the board membership when I was chairman was that I had it Uber system that when I'm ready, I can call everybody, and the people can be in the meeting. And that was a good thing. That's why I used to have my quorum. But we can't keep doing that because you need people who will be very efficient. And we need to have criteria. The problem we have now, we have people who are board member, who become board member, and they don't even have a high school education. And that's a problem. Because before you become a leader, to be able to make good judgment, you have to have critical, logical, reasoning skills. If you don't have those things, it will be difficult because your judgment will be what? It will be one-sided, it will be biased. You see? And these are some of the things because when you're talking, the people say, oh, education, education. We send our children to school. High school is not something that is big. You see? Most of the people, high school is just a basic thing. So we can make sure that before you become a board member or you become a chairman of the board, you must have at least a degree. So you can be able to have critical thinking skills. You see, it's not something to ask for. It's not big thing. So those things we're doing it so that for the interest of our people. Because if you go ask for help from Costco, the people want to see the list of your leadership. What is their qualification? What is their background? Those are some of the, because you don't want to give your money to somebody who can make good decisions.
Okay, let's go. Last time I interviewed Honorable Yala, Alexander Yala, was here on my show. He spoke highly about you. And one thing he said there that the previous administration headed by Mr. Yubote had a free ride. And he said he put his neck on the line last night. I believe that when I was on a bull unit, he was not going to do that because there was no report on how money was spent that we can go to and read. And what's your take on that? I know you listened to the show last night. What's your take on Mr. Yala's argument?
Alex Yala is a very intelligent guy. When we're doing those reports, Alex Yala and myself were very busy the whole night. We couldn't sleep. We were kind of exchanging information. Like for example, if I write something, he writes something, we kind of go over it, and then before we make the final work. I mean, he's a very intelligent guy, and he knows me too. I knows him very well, and we want the best for Grand Chile Association. Because if I'm somewhere, if somebody doing, even if my brother doing wrong, I will call him out. And that's how I am. You see? Even I give you an example. How when I was growing up in Zwedru, I told my dad, I said I wanted a bicycle. So he said, what you want to do with a bicycle? I said, my friend, that time my man John Bear, John Bear Jr. were going to the AG Elementary School on the hill. So John Bear Jr. had a bicycle. And then, we used to ride. So I told my dad, I said, I want a bicycle too. So he said, I can get a bicycle, but we have to make a contract. So I said, what kind of contract, Papi? Papi said, look, the bicycle I will buy, if you hit somebody, are you prepared to take the consequences? I said, yes. He said, okay. That put it in writing. So we put it in writing. So I had my bicycle. I was very happy, my man. After school, I went and ride, jump by myself. Henry Duba Jr., he late now, So we used to have a good time. But, one day, my man, coming from that place, when you go behind the market there, they had that dusty road going, I don't know, Zwei area there. I was, riding the bicycle, my man, I forgot, my man, one truck passed by me and it dust. There was a lot of dust. And one woman was passing with her child, my man, I hit the woman. The woman fell, the child fell somewhere else. So right away the police came, my man. They said, "Who is this? Who is this?" I said, "I'm Boo Yonly." Oh, you Chief Yonly? I said, "Yeah." They said, "Okay." They called my papi. They took me to the barrack. That time the barrack was way up there to the place. They say your son knocked somebody. So my papi called and he said, "Let the man face the consequences." So they got and detained me. They put me inside. I was there for 3 days. My old man tried to beg for me. So these are some of the things. Those are things I learned. Okay, I'm not, if somebody doing bad, if I help you to be in power and you do the consequences, for example, you embezzle people money or you misappropriate money, I will be the first person to be on your head, and that's how I am.
Okay, good, Mr. Yonly. Let's go now to the line. We want to open the line for people to call you and ask you a question. Are you okay for me to open the line?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open the line here for people to call here and talk to and ask Boo Unit, but we're going to be respectful and in our comment and anyone who will call Boo to try to disrespect the chairman, I will have no choice but to take you off the line. So please let us be respectful of. Hello, Mr. President. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Prince?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's me. You voted here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see you are live on your broadcast.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I just want to say this. Just about everybody that comes on Prince Double Show will talk about Jane Yuboti.
You serve in the community, so you talk about.
Appreciate it. I will appreciate it if Prince Double will invite me to his show, and I will come and give my side of the story. Our president, 2019 to 2023, in the heat of Corona, Omega Kala chairman, Moses Ryan co-chairman, Blue Kala parliamentarian, Eric Kong, etc., etc. They told me each and every cent you collect and spend, you must capital MUSE make report. And I did that without fail. What I want you to do, Mr. Double, schedule a date sometime next week or weekend. Invite Jane Yuboti as your guest. I will go on my computer, print all the financial report for the 4 years I was there, and I will read it as the money came in, as it was spent. Omega Kala, Bunyan right there, myself went to the Bank of America in Phoenix. I paid my own way, went there and came back. Luckily for me, I've been flying all around because I'm on flying privilege with somebody. So I figure since I'm on the flying privilege, I will swallow that. I'm not going to charge the association. 64,000 bank were giving, check were giving. The lawyer right here in Philadelphia, he the one who went to the bank with me to remove the blockage on the account. So he said, now that you people have the money, I need my $30,000. I told the board told me to pay the man. And one time, it was not just a pinpoint thing. We gave it some time. So the lawyer got mad, said if he does not get his money out of certain date, number one, you're going to go for injunction on the account. They're going to block the money again, and you will sue up for $75,000. So I called the bank. I called my right here, our mother, Omega, Luca, all the people. Eric Kong, Moses Ryan, the board people say, pay the man. The man
Did you call teleconference and tell your people of Grand Gita that we got to pay the man, or you just talk to a few people?
I called the board that's supposed to tell me they go ahead to pay the man. It is the board constitutionally in the absence of the people. The board is in charge.
Well, you've been having teleconferences. Did you inform the people in a teleconference?
Double, can I finish my thought, sir?
No, we'll bring you on, Mr. Yubote. We'll bring you on. We'll scare you in. We'll bring you on.
Yeah, because we got to finish it.
That is about you turning over. Did you turn over to your successor? Did you do a transitional period? Did you go to Sarah McKinney or I don't know how you call that lady?
I went to all the meetings. Sarah McKinney was there and some other. I went to the meeting.
Did you give them documents?
I instructed my treasurer. I gave them the document that I have, the financial report, the treasurer control those. I told him to turn all the financial report over to the people because everything in your email. Up to now, from what I was hearing then talking, I didn't turn document over, which means Crispy Remio didn't turn it over, but he was instructed. If you call Crispy Remio right now, you and he live in Louisville, Kentucky, you will confirm.
But did you give the people that, Sarah, did you give Sarah your own document you had with you?
The only document I had was the document with changes and network. Everything they wanted was financial. and I turned over the 501c3. It was in the email. I forwarded the email to them. I turned over everything I had. I came to all the meeting. I was the only person that was in a meeting from my administration. I think Crispy Ramio came to one of the meetings, and I told him turn over all the financial documents because we got nothing.
Mr. Yubote, you will scare you. Maybe next week we'll scare you something for you to come on, and then you send me some of those email what you get. Then we can go over here. I will try to get Crispy Romeo too, because your name is in there that you refuse to go to these calls.
No, I did not.
That you refuse to give document over. And your name is all over there. So if you can show proof that the letter that is sent to you, that they send you letter. I know Sarah McKinney or McKenzie or well, I don't know. Is that McKinney or McKenzie? She will not yet. She will write you a letter. Yeah, and then you write her back and all these things and communication. You know.
That's something to sister. I told Crispy Ramio, but you just called it short, Prince. You said next week I will come on. So between the whole weekend, I will go on my computer. But you think to yourself, you think
Mr. Yubote, listen. You think Wabu, was the board chairman under your leadership? You're going to get some of the free rides?
I didn't get no free ride. I did what I was supposed to do.
People say, Mr. President, go take any money and say that free ride.
Listen, number two. I did not get a free ride while I was flying all over the country using my own money. I didn't go to the country to get any money. I did not get a free ride.
The board told you, you said you just told me that the board told you to go get money and use any money.
Okay, I think next time you'll have Mr. Yubote on the show.
Mr. Yubote, I will have you on the show. Let's get other people chance. You have only 1 minute.
Just hold on 1 minute before you go. The website was built 2021. We paid, I think, $1,500.
You turn that over to your successor.
How you think they got it? We didn't turn it over.
Maybe I said what in charge, so you just turn it over. Did you give record?
We turn it over to them. They continue what we did in 2021.
My question to you, Mr. Yubote, 1 minute. Did you give them any record that was something that written, something money pay and this that? Did you turn it over to Edith Poor?
That's what the financial report is. Everything is in the financial report.
The one that with Crispy.
Everything is in the financial report.
When I bring you on, Mr. Yubote, then we're going to talk.
I will print each and every report. No, what I will do, I will forward everything to you so you read it from your computer.
Yeah, I will put it on so that people can see it. That, we got to share the stream.
My brother.
But I mean, when you give things over to the people, I don't think the people will write to us and call meeting, because I was in one of those meetings where they were telling the people the body you were not complying with the
That's not true. I went there. I told my treasurer, Crispy Ramio, to forward all the email to them. What they did or not, that I don't know.
But Mr. President, you led the organization. You and Crispy were supposed to say that, compile all those things and give it to the people. You can't call the man and say, go do that, then go and say that.
Financial report is already compiled. All you need to do, forward it to them. That's all you have to do. Thank God we made financial report periodically as it was supposed to.
So all right, Mr. Yubote, when I bring you on the show, then we're going to talk about it. But I mean,
no problem. You tell me when you bring me on this weekend, I will take it. I will go look for in the search, Gmail search, financial report, GEAA. I said, when I get it, I forward it to you. I get it, I forward it to you. Okay. Send me your email address. I will follow you.
You got my email. You not send me plenty of things. You got it.
Just send it to me again. Send it to me again. I don't say nothing.
Okay, let's move. I mean, let's make progress.
I will do that, Mr. Yubote. Thank you very much. I didn't want God behind your back. I didn't want God behind your back. I didn't want God behind your back that time before you tell the crown people that you receive the money from Boo. Thank you very much, Mr. Yubote. Okay. You're not going to agree with me, but I know. Okay, Mr. Yubote.
Okay, one thing I will tell you, Mr. Dowo, for you to tell your people who running for president, concentrate on your opponent right before you. Yubote running for nothing. Leave me alone. It won't help you.
But the people saw you. They saw you. That campaign season, Mr. Yubote, you go and they will come after you now, you know. Okay.
We gotta make progress, Prince.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the meeting. We'll come on your show. We'll talk about it. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ibote. We gotta
Okay.
move. We gotta make progress.
Anybody want to ask Boo Unit a question? We're gonna be out of here pretty soon. 952-200-8420. If you want to even tell Mr. Ibote, thank you for your side. He endorsed your side. You got any comment or anything? Please call Mr. Ibote.
Yeah, I mean, he, you need a time where he can come on and express.
Why the guy keep linking with Joseph Boyka, man? They a door for Ziri guy.
Yeah, bro, what? Joseph Boyka?
You're always on your back, man. This guy in Minneapolis, Minnesota, that Marco Kuda, older brother, you know that?
I don't vote. I'm way in America here. People who vote in Liberia,
tell people to vote for white.
I depend on my pen. My pen I use. And what happened is that Liberia, we needed, a new face. And Omer Boyka was the only face who would have won. All the other people wouldn't have won, besides George Weah, either George Weah or Boyka. Because Cummings, you see the vote he got. I think he got 1.something%.
Yeah, we got Jerome Gao Red on the line.
Okay, Mr. Gao Red.
Jerome,
money maker.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Go ahead. Got 1 minute.
How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, my man?
Before I congratulate Mr. Boo Unit, I just want to ask a question before I congratulate.
Okay.
On your own Daniel Freeman show a few days ago, when Daniel Freeman asked you, are you going to endorse anybody, and I quote from you, you'll be neutral because when time comes tomorrow, so you'll be there who can judge the case the right way.
Boo Unit more than Bauer.
Let him land. Let him land. I will answer him.
The man said you said you will be neutral.
Yes.
When the problem comes, then you will be there to help to solve it. What do you take?
So what next? So what they get tonight now? To change now to endorse the Iron Lady Manaide Poor for the second term.
Okay. After when I spoke, there are a lot of events that have transpired since then. We see a lot of things going on. There are a lot of development that happened. Okay, we saw some people who came up, trashing people, saying a lot of things about people and that kind of stuff. And besides that, the board is the mitigator. If there's anything that happened in the election process, the board would be there to be the mitigant. I'm not going to be there to be the mitigant. So after, when I went home and I look at the whole thing, looking at the two candidates, I resolved that Ide is the best person at this time, at this crucial time. She can do better. She'll be able to put the people together. She'll be able to unite the people. And she'll be able to use the amount of money we have in the coffers right now. I heard we got over 50,000. She can use that money wisely. She how do you call it? She got that money. She was able to raise that money, and she had projects ongoing, and she will be able to watch. She has not done anything wrong since she been there, and I feel that she will be the right person to head the organization at this critical time.
Okay, Moneymaker, that's your answer for your question.
Man proposes and God disposes.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. You're on the right team. Who is Michael Red to you? Who is Michael Red to you?
Michael Red.
What do you mean Michael Red?
No, Prince. Benson brother, Michael Red in Rhode Island, the engineer.
The Henson brother, the engineer in Rhode Island. Do you know him?
Yeah, Benson Red, that brother.
Michael Red. Yeah.
Where Michael Red from? Where speak, man.
I know he's a brother. He's a brother to Benston Red, but Benston Red is my cousin.
So that means Michael Red is your cousin then?
Yeah. But Michael Red left home long time ago. I've not been really in contact with him, but I mean, he's
on a good team. He is saying he don't want to do it. He has something towards the one that to the architect for the project in Liberia and all the people meeting. So you on the right side, congratulations. Can I go together and move gradually forward?
Yeah,
I will always be thank you for the show.
Thank you.
I'll reach out to him.
And also, you're watching too. You're trying to tip in and send a little gift. Go to the cash app and just put gift in there, gift, and the money will come to my cash app, so we can buy this new microphone and buy this.
Yeah, we need to help the brother. I'm gonna help you.
Right, go ahead, Mr. Wright.
I will help to contribute too.
Okay, bye, my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Money maker. They say money maker. Money maker. Go ahead and post on it. Archie Wright.
Good evening, Prince. Can you hear me?
You are loud and clear, sir.
Thank you very much. But it's good to be on your show tonight once again. It is my privilege to call to your show to interact with the man I would like to regard as one of the far-sighted, a workaholic, and a very people-centered former chair. I give all these accolades to his chairman because I worked with him. I worked with him in the past, and we were in the same corner, in the same quarter together, working hard every day, every night to prevent the derailment of the GGAA. And I can say to the rest of the listening audience that we were successful in our effort. And tonight, it is a privilege. And I am absolutely overwhelmed. I know it was a decision that was coming. But like he said the other time, he said, let me do it at my time. And tonight we are seeing him making the right decision in the right direction. It is worth knowing that it is people like you, Mr. Chairman, that will uphold, that will protect, and that will uphold the integrity that we all also did for GGAA. So I want to thank you tonight for making the right decision in supporting the second term of re-elections of Madam Edith Poor to be the president of GGAA. This decision will go a long way to uphold the integrity and the very thing we hold dear to ourselves. Thank you once again.
Thank you, my man. The person when you call next time, we'll bring your CV down.
Yeah, thank you, Archie Wright. I worked with him. It's true. We worked together.
I will try.
During the time of Ramsey Wright, when Ramsey Wright was the interim leader, interim president for the Grand Jury Association, we all worked together to make sure that the convention that took place in the city of what is place called Ohio, in Cleveland, and that convention, it was not an easy time. You know, the whole week we worked up and down to make sure, because people were fighting. We had two injunctions, and we defeated those injunctions just to have that election that brought Menyet to power. So Menyet should have given us credit, because the people, they stopped the election, they stopped the whole convention. Two injunctions. Can you imagine? I had to fly from Florida twice to go to court to fight that injunction at my own expense. And we made sure that the election that brought Menyet to power took place in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're able to hire police people to be at that election to make sure that it was free and fair. And no election was counted in a room or in a toilet. And these are some of the things I will make sure. That's why I respect election. Election has to be free and fair. And this is why I'm counting myself. I will be leaving my stronghold and go to those vote-rich places like Kentucky, Louisville, and you say Louisville. I'll go to Louisville. I will go to Des Moines, Iowa, and talk to our people so that they can be able to vote right, vote for Edith, and so that we can be able to have a united Grand Jury where we can have everybody together, where membership should be the first priority of Grand Jury Association. Our people, they are the people who collect money. They work hard. So we put them first. When we have convention, we should listen to our people, because the people, they pay their money and they should have the right to say what the Grand Jury Association should do with their money or what they should do.
Okay. Archie, that was it. Okay. Let me go. Let the phone. I need to upgrade the phone, but it can only take. I don't know why my phone only take only 2 calls.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have to upgrade it.
Yeah, we had to
It
upgrade
used to
that.
take 5 calls. I don't know what happened. I think I had to get an AI phone and it will help me out.
Yeah, you say you don't
Come on,
like
Prince.
iPhone.
Yeah, I let
My
iPhone.
baby, yeah.
Now it made me to take iPhone.
Yeah, I try to convince you, but you say you don't
Yeah,
like
I
iPhone.
would do it now. I would drive the thing and go for iPhone. So Sally,
Mr.
go
Yonly,
ahead.
how you doing?
She asking
Mr.
how you
Yonly,
doing.
I just want to take this time to tell you thank you for endorsing the winning team tonight.
Yeah, thank you too.
Go ahead, man.
Okay. I just want to take this time to thank Mr. Yonly. Mr. Yonly has always been sharing this organization from time to time. For me, your endorsement tonight is not strange to me. I knew it was coming. So thank you so much. We're on a winning team together.
Okay. And I want to admonish you too to continue the good work you're doing. You try to call people and help Edith to win the election, that coming up in Des Moines, Iowa. You talk to your friends so that they can be able to go for the election over there.
Let's go to Anthony Gay.
Good evening, everyone, and the Honorable Yonly. Good evening,
Anthony Gay, a long time, man. What happened to him? He's been hiding.
Yeah, man, yeah. I hear you say many of the give you credit, not a GG, or give you credit, you don't have a GG. But yeah, let's get to the point. I'm not surprised that you endorse, the poor team because they're doing.
Why are you not surprised? Give me the reason.
And so I definitely.
Man, say why you're not surprised.
I am not surprised because you mean well for GGA and you know where to go. What this election is not about change. This election is about preserving the integrity of our union. This is not about change. This is about the preservation of GGA. And when people don't understand this, they should know it tonight. This particular election is not about change in GGA. It's about preserving the integrity of our union called GGA. That's what this election is about. And so because of that, I'm not surprised where you are going to go. But having said that, I have said many times, and I continue to say, you have great intentions for GGA. Your willingness to come on board, wanting to do what you do for GGA, is not a question. But in hindsight, the American people will say,
yeah, hindsight.
Looking back, what lesson have you learned, from your dealing with GGAA, your involvement and everything else, and the result we got and what we are today? What lesson have you learned?
Okay. The lesson I learned is, to be more prominent, to be more visible to, happenings and events within the Grand Judea Association. Whatever happened previously, it happened. Some of all we believe in, hitting the nail right on the head, and don't give any reasons or, oh, I'm sorry or something like that. If you know what you're doing is right, so long you're not doing wrong, it is okay. Everything we did, I'm not saying I did, because whatever I did or we did was documented. And I can sit here tonight. If you ask any question of me, I have documentation to prove whatever decision I took. So I don't regret those decisions, but at the end of the day, unity surpasses everything. You can take decision, you can do this, you can do that. At the end of the day, we have to unite the people, because without the people, the organization is non-existent. So the people matters, and that's the lesson I learned. Okay, even though we can take firm decision and be firm, but at the end of the day, you have to respect the people. You don't bring anybody down by being mean, because it doesn't pay. Okay. But if you want things to be strict, you have to take decision. You got to take hard decision, and that's what I believe in. So long I know that I didn't do anything wrong, I go to court, and most of the decisions I made, I went to court, and they were right. Okay, I didn't devolve in any case. All the cases I won the cases, and the cases to come, I don't talk about that. But basically, I had documentation to prove whatever I did. But at the end of the day, unity surpasses everything. We have to put the people first. Membership is Grand Judea Association. Okay. So we have to make sure
Anthony Gay, I think you heard him.
Put people together. That's
Absolutely.
the
And thank you very much for that answer. I intentionally asked that answer because that question because it's something that many great Judeans, today wanted to hear from you. Probably some of them did not have the opportunity to ask the question. That's what I asked the question. But thanks for the answer. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, that was let me get Cisco Williams here, and then from there, then we'll let Boo to elaborate more, and then he can. Hey, your man lost in on your back, my man.
Who lost in that? What lost it say?
Hey, man, yeah, on your back, my man. Any candidate Boo Yonly in those can perform badly. Joseph Boaga is prime example. Okay, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Double. Good evening. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Double.
My man, you got to call the thing up behind you. You can't be listening to it. You get it, interfere and then come inside. Call it up behind you. If somebody playing there, you and that man, you call it up.
Hold on, let me call it up. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I say good evening, Mr. Double. Good evening, Honorable Yonly. Tonight, I want to thank you for endorsing Bide China Poa.
My man, so I say 1 minute. Leave. I put your phone on mute. I beg you.
I have a real concern. That's why I wanted to ask you. You being one of the political luminaries in our community. So this is why I want to ask you, what will be your take? There are a lot of rhetoric that is going around in our election season. So some people denigrating our leadership, especially the current president, saying that she live in other people's basement. I don't know if we were to ask you tonight, what would you say about this? Hearing the kind of thing from people that we expect to do better for our community.
Yeah, thank you. Is that Levi?
No, that's for Cisco Williams.
It's Augustus Williams. Cisco Williams.
Oh, Mr. Williams, thank you. Thank you for that particular question. I think it's a good question. I would tell them cease and exist. And no, desist, I mean. Cease and desist. DESIST. Okay. So CEASE, ceased, ED, and cease and desist, DESIST. Okay, that's what I would tell them, because it's not good for them. It's not good for the community. It's not good for the person you're talking to. So our community is a small community. We are united people. People look at us, they respect us. The Grand Judea Association, the Grand Judea community in the United States is a very good community. With now, when you want to, canvass, or you want to, campaign for your candidate, make sure you do it professionally, do it honestly, and do it with what pride and integrity. Do not go and start, denigrating your friends. It's not advisable. So I'm talking to people who are doing that. It's not nice. It's not helpful to your candidate. It's not helpful to the other candidate. Do your thing honestly. When you do things honestly, people listen. Our people are not stupid. They know who is good. They know who is bad. So please, I urge the people who are doing those things to stop. Stop and, honestly campaign honestly. Call people, explain to them the 5 W's. Why this person want to become president? What is the person going to do when they become president? How are they going to raise money for the organization? How are they going to put people together? Where are they going to put the money that they collect from people? What is their agenda? What have they done before for the organization? What are they bringing on the table? So these are some of the things you need to explain to people instead of denigrating somebody. Whether somebody live in a dirt hole, that's their business. It's not your business. That's their personal business. They don't come to you to ask for food to eat. No. They work for themselves. They put roof over their head, not over your head. So please desist. Okay? I will tell them to stop. Do your canvassing honestly, campaign honestly, and do the right thing for your candidate. Because if you try to put somebody down, you are putting other people down. You are putting your own person down. So please cease and desist. So that's why I'm going to tell the person who is doing that, or the people who are doing that. It's not going to help the community. It's just going to
Thank you. My last question.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my last question before you go, Mr. Boo, Mr. Yonly. If you were given an oversight during Jane Ubote administration as a board chair, what would you do to straighten up things for Green Association with the everything he was doing, bypassing some other channels and things? So what would be your oversight?
I mean, from my history, you know my oversight already. I don't have to explain that. Okay, the first thing is that we have to go with the Constitution. I mean, you don't collect money and using your own cash app. You have to use the organization. Get a phone number for the organization. The bank recognize a phone number. Operate a phone number for the organization. That's the phone number that will be attached to the Bank of America account for Grand Union Association. So if you pay cash app, it goes straight to Grand Union account. It's not to Boo Yonly or it go to Prince Double. It goes straight to Grand Union account. And that would be one of the simplest things, because oversight, you have to make sure finances, fiscal discipline. And that's what I stand for. Because people work hard for their money. And I don't want to touch people's money. Because when that thing happened, that money goes in the bank. They were telling you, oh, Boo, you only took our money. No. The money was in the bank. It was in Grand Union account. If you see the check today, it's in Grand Union Association account. Nobody touched it. In 2 years, when Jim Djibouti, when he won, that's the time we took him to the bank here in Omega Kala, the chairman of the board. And then I turned everything, the bank stuff, over to them. I never handled any cash. And that's some of the things I would do if I were there. And this is why I said that we have to change the criteria for which people can be on the board. You have to have some integrity. You have to have some educational qualification. The criteria has to be tough. The criteria has to be rigid.
Okay, thank you very much, Cisco. Mr. Williams,
Thank you, sir.
let's go to Levi Madison.
Yeah, Prince, thank you very much for taking my call. And thank you to the team and for coming to Green Gideons to present his side of the story, although it is somewhat belated.
Yeah,
because
every time you ask me, I will explain, you know that.
The most we could get from Mr. Yonly was 2 minutes on the Gibson Jerry show, and after his disappearance, there will be more, conflict in the community. But as we look back, I think, like he said, I mean, self-reflection is very important, and I celebrate him to the extent that he was able to say that some of his actions or inactions, made some of the things possible that happened, good or bad. But my question here to Mr. Yonly is a factor that has always been the case, and that is even when he was chairman of the board, there has not been a fully functional chapter in his home state. The question is, what is he doing? The formation or the funding creed for the GGAA was to encourage, interactions or at least fellowship amongst Christians, so that when one person is sick or whatever is going on, that others will go there. To the extent that Mr. Yonly's chapter has not been functional since 2015 or thereabout.
Say
How
what?
is he able, since 2015, since you were chairman of the board, your chapter has not been
Yeah,
functional.
how come they been paying the due and they need been on the list?
They only pay, Prince, they only pay the dues doing conventions. So
But that's where everybody pay the
Yeah,
due.
let him man land.
Please,
Let him land. Let him land.
when I say functional, in the sense that your chapter in Kentucky, the chapter in Des Moines, the chapter in Minnesota, the chapter in Pennsylvania are. That's what we define as a functional chapter. Not somebody who just comes, to convention, you pay certain fee. Perhaps some of those times, Bouillon himself are paying those monies so as to get the legitimacy. But I'm not trying to be technical. I'm just asking him, what is he doing, given the knowledge that he has, the role that he has played in GCAA, all the good things that he has said and continues to do? What is he doing about enhancing the functionality of his chapter in his home state? That's the first question. Number two, the GTAA was formed from a family-based preposition. And that's something that we have emphasized over the years. But for some reason, that view or that value is being sadly diminished or sidestepped. We see Grenadians on Facebook, because of these elections or whatever the reasons are, going at each other's throat. So much so that even parents are being drawn into this. As a senior statesman, as a person who has traveled the world with vast experience and knowledge base, what is his panacea to addressing this issue, to bringing GGAA back to its funding creed, where the notion was to be your brother's keeper, to stand by your brother and your sister during times of difficulties and happiness? What is Mr. Yonly's view on at least reigniting those funding creed? And thirdly, I know, Mr. Yonly, it's evident that you were a very critical member of the Dadwe team. And somewhere down the line, there was something personally happening between you and Fred Guian, or at least the Dadwe at large, that made you to take the hardline step you took against the leadership. Given what you know, are you confident, because you have access to some of the documents, are you confident in saying to us that Fred Guian truly embezzled or mismanaged or stole Grenadian money? Thank you very much. I'll take your answer off the line.
Yeah, go. No, you guys got to tune in and listen in.
Yeah.
I think only taking 2 points. Other people got
Yeah,
to
I'm saying I'll go off and listen to him on Facebook.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the first question, he was asking about the Florida chapter. I think, Mr. Lever, you got it wrong for Florida chapter. Florida chapter has been very effective under my leadership when I was there. We have Mr. Peter Tabler. Peter Tabler been a president for all that time. We also hosted the Grand Judea Convention, and it was very successful at the time. Even Florida, contributed a lot with Mr. Timur Collins when they had this project, and Florida chapter did well, and we've been very active. After some time, there was some problem because when they came here for the convention, monies that were collected, there was a problem where the organization was supposed to give the chapter some money, and that has been the problem. It is true that I have been, financing the chapter most of the time, because when the convention comes, I always pay for the chapter. I never, got anything from Grand Judea Association. I always put it in. And that what I do is just because I want our people to unite to do the right thing. And most of the things that I against is that people taking people money and using it, honor the auspices, or I'm a president or this, so and so. Because if I go to convention, I make sure the leadership pay. And that issue of people going and they entering because they are leader, no, I'm against it. So these are some of the things. And then he asked the question about election, bringing about division and all the kind of things. I spoke about it today. And this is not a good thing, because people, use this election thing to throw jabs at other people, to bring other people down. And this is why we have to urge our people to tone the language down. Tone the language down. If you want to sell your candidate to the people. Look, my person is this. They are going to do this. They came with this kind of experience and those kind of things. That's what we need to do instead of putting other people down. And tonight, I look into the camera and talk to our people. Please desist from bringing other people down. If you want to promote your candidate. What they're going to do. What are they bringing on the table? What can they do for the Grandidians in America? Okay, because we've been having this organization for a long time and we need something. People will always ask, what am I getting? These are the questions people ask because they support the organization. At the end of the day, they have nothing. Some people lose their job and the organization don't come for them. Like right now, a lot of people, they don't have papers. But what can the organization do for these type of people? We got some old people in the community. On Saturday and Sunday, the organization can do something. People can go there and get old people something. Okay, we need community halls in those different states that are very popular, so that people can go there. We can help those people people can go there to volunteer and help those people to find job for them. That's what community organization can do. And these are some of the things we will be with the organization leaders to make sure that they help their people out. Okay, you asked another question about Fred Gwen and what have you. Yeah, Fred Gwen thing, I explained it. I'll go over it again. We helped the Dadue. We all were part of the Dadue organization. But if you're traveling on a road and then that road there, it's not strict. Will you continue traveling on that road? No. Okay, I'm not going to go into that because just like passing you or putting putting alcohol on the soul. Okay, but these are things that make the organization, because if you stand up and say no, this is wrong, and people look at you because what? Some people support people because they are related, because they are friends, because they come from the same area. I don't believe in that. I give you an example of my dad. For my dad, if you do wrong, he what? You the child, he'll go and beat you. And like for example, we go to when we're in elementary school, sometimes we go to school, we what? We deviate. We go play marbles. If my father found out, he carry you to the school and beat your butt right in front of everybody. You see that? And that's the kind of home I come from. I can't back somebody if the person is doing wrong. I'm not that kind of person. I don't follow. I'm a leader. And those are some of the things I saw within the that way group, and I withdrew. Okay? Because you got to make report. If you don't make report, the same thing, the GGAD. Okay, I can stand here, and even though people don't want to talk, but there hasn't been any good reporting, and that's why some of the people withdrew. So I can come here and start washing my dirty clothes in the public. Okay, but I withdrew from the organization because I didn't like the way things were going. Okay, so I'm not here to come, make somebody look bad or put people down. People are good people. But if I'm in an organization and I know this thing is not leading me the right way, I withdrew, because I don't follow people. I'm a leader. If I see the road is dirty, I won't go there. I will follow the road that is clean. And that's who I am. Unity is something that we all got to work towards. If it costs me to what? To do what I can do to make our people united in this country, I will do it before I go back to Liberia. Because at the end of the day, we all will go back home and retire. This place is not our home. But while we are here, we want to make sure that our people that are here, we support them. We do what we can to make sure those who don't have a job, those who don't have papers to stay here, those who are sick, we can be able to visit them and tell them that we are one people and that we must be united. It doesn't pay for you to talk down on people. We are all one people. Whatever happens at the end of the day, the tongue and the teeth, they live in the same mouth.
Yep.
Okay? We can do all that thing at the end of the day. We'll meet and shake hands. You see that? So I'm not here to come, say, oh, Fred Gwen is like this or Menye is like this. No, we are all good people. It's just that some of all we got different ideologies. We got different philosophies. So if philosophy is what? Is divergent from mine, there's no way that you and myself will be following each other. I respect you, you respect me. It's just that we have to respect each other, whatever diversity. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Yonly. That's the former chairman of the Grand Guide Association National Bowl from 2016 to 2018. So
Yep.
yeah, 2 years. Oh, you know, he left before the COVID came.
Before the COVID.
Before the COVID came. You forgot about it. Left.
And somebody was asking me if you were there when Jane Yubote was there. Jane Yubote knows me. He and myself work together. If I'm there, Jane Yubote will do the right thing. And I myself will do the right thing too.
Or to you think he didn't do the right thing?
Oh, I'm not here to judge him. I have to see the
Oh,
paperwork.
you been watching. You been in.
Yeah, I've been watching, but I'm not seeing, real documentation to say that, oh, your man did this, because they said that he didn't report. I didn't see any report. Until I see the report, then I can be able to make my analysis.
Well, do you think he was supposed to do a transitional process, transitional note, turnover note, and all that stuff, turnover things, and not just tell his a treasurer to go treasurer, go and do it, secretary, go and do it?
Yeah, and I can tell you, I got a report here when we were leaving. They bought Nathaniel Gay. He was the treasurer for the Yonly campaign. And at the end of the day, I make sure they make the report that day before we turn over. I held the mic. I gave it to Nathaniel Gay. I said, look, make the report now. Announce to the people how much we made tonight. And they did that because I believe in transparency. And transparency is very important for our people because the membership make the organization. If the people don't know how much money they made that particular day, a lot of them will be what? That's the same thing with Florida. Because most of the people, they were disappointed because what? The organization at the time, they did not give the people in Florida what they deserve. And that's what make the people annoyed. And you can't blame the national administration too. You blame the local administration. You see that? And those are some.
What's your take? Larry, what's your take? You were in Iowa before the cops came. The bowl. Mr. Yubote was leaving that day now. You had what's the other group? They signed a contract. What's your take on it? On the day the president is leaving.
What kind of contract they signed?
They brought Stephanie Fortier then company, that company to do the construction.
I know Yubote probably will criticize me on this one, but I don't believe in that Wowo and Stephanie thing. I think that's a scam. They didn't do anything good because the Grand Jury Association paid them money. They went to Grand Jury. I don't know what happened since then. There's
no. Let's leave that. I mean, I'm talking I'm talking about the day he was. That Saturday he was. I mean, Sunday he was leaving. And he's a lame duck. He was a lame duck president at that time. And making a lame duck president signing document for his a successor to carry it on with a project.
But that's not proper. That's not right. You shouldn't have done that. Because you're a lame duck. You have no power or you have no authority to sign contract. It has to be approved with your new administration. So that was not good.
Mr. Sando Johnson, Jane Yubote and myself agreed he's supposed to come on. If we don't, I look at my schedule. I'll probably bring you on this Saturday or next week to speak. He said he got all his documents, he got an email. He will send me some of the email. I will put it out there. But my question here, because we were in the hall, the president was leaving that day. And right there, he had the people came with the paper and they were signing paper on the Saturday, where Sunday was the election. So it was strange to everybody.
Yeah, if it is true, then that's wrong.
It was on video. I did it. It was on video. Capture it right there. People were there.
If my brother,
but you were in the hall, Mr. You were in the hall. I saw you
in the hall, but I don't know what's going on.
So how you sit in the hall? They both signing document that affect the organization.
No, I don't know. I'm not part of the administration, so I can't.
But you were in the hall. Was I part of the administration? Mr. McCarvin, Levi.
But you're a journalist. You're a journalist, so you.
Levi, were you in the hall that day? Levi saw them. He saw that document being signed. So you think it was not good?
Yeah, that was not good. If he did that if it is true that he did that, that was wrong. He shouldn't have done that.
Oh, okay.
And we moving forward, we have to make sure we behind Idepo. Idepo is a person who can listen. She'll make sure she do the right thing, and don't allow people to do things that are wrong. And make sure we draft a paper, give it to her, Madam President. This is what it is. This is what is good. You can look at it and make a decision, because what the president can do, you can
Do you
give
think
them
Edith
something
can
and
listen?
leave with them.
Do you think Edith can listen?
Oh yeah, Edith can listen, but she doesn't have to buy everything you give her. It's just that you can go to somebody can give you, advice, and some advices. You got to look at them and pick out the best ones. I see you're getting exhausted.
But she can listen.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Edith listening very well.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Boo Unit,
You got a question for me? Maybe I can just
they ain't got questions. So let us,
I can just summarize and
summarize.
get out of here, because we got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, let's go. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Speak to the people of Grand Gila County.
I'm not a kind of person. I'm not a talker. I don't talk.
Mr. Yubote, Mr. Yonly, you are a talker. You sat here on the phone. I've been quiet. You've been doing a lot of the talking. I want to come in one pop. So don't say I'm not a talker. I'm not. GTA politics, then you say you're not a talker.
I'm not a talker. I write.
I understand, but you talk too, because GGA.
I write better than talking. You know that.
Even Levi, writing Bene, he's your talker.
Yeah, you say Levi, student companion.
Yeah, that is smartest gentleman among us. He can talk to. So go ahead.
Yeah, so my Grand Gila people are looking up in the camera tonight. I just resolved. First I thought that we should do this thing to be neutral and all that kind of. There's no neutrality. Okay, at the end of the day, we have to be focused. We have to be direct and tell what it is. Okay, from the beginning, since I know Edith Paul, we have worked together. And one of the things I forgot to mention, when we were going through that injunction thing so that we couldn't have the election in Cleveland, Ohio, Edith was present. She was helping us, day and night. We're there the whole week in that Cleveland area. I took excuse from work for the whole week. I drove from Florida to Cleveland. I think more than 10 hours. And I went on the ground just to make sure that we, get the hall so that people can come and we have the election for Menye, Getue. Who else again? There was another guy who was,
You
Yeah, you voted, yes. So we make sure that our election was held. And Edith was one of the person who was working very hard. That woman had passion for the organization. She even volunteered to pay her own money to buy, stationery for us to do all those things. And we make sure, when I was chairman of the board, I make sure we have a money transaction thing from the bank that people can swipe their card to make sure the money goes straight to the bank instead of the money, changing hands. Because the money changing hands can bring problem in the organization. And I also make sure I was standing online. I even swiped my own card to enter. And I make sure I told the people at the gate, anybody who say they are president or whoever chairman of the board, they must pay the way the other people pay. Because nobody is better than the other person. We are all human beings. When we die, we go under the same ground. Nobody is better than the other person. And that's some of the things we have to emphasize to our leaders. We the leaders. We shouldn't go places and we say we are better than the other people. We are all the same. And this is the thing we have to tell our people, that Grand Gila is for everyone. Grand Gila is for everyone. It's not for a particular set of people. Nobody is better than the other person. And we should register that in our heads. We can't go somewhere and act like we are better than the other person. Like I'm this. No. Okay. Nobody is feeding the other person. People work hard in this country. They put roof over their head. They send their children to school. Nobody feeding them. So this issue of going to election and trashing people, the person living in basement, the person this, the person that, we need to stop that. It's not going to help us. And I stand here tonight to tell our people, anybody who come to you and try to derail somebody, give it back to them. Look, I'm not here for that. Let's do an honest campaign. If I'm voting for Edith, I will tell people why I'm voting for Edith. I feel that Edith can unite people. Edith is not that kind of person you can even cause Edith will what? She will embrace you. She doesn't care. Now what they say, look, if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, don't go there. Okay, some of us here, because we want to do something good for Grand Gila, the people insulted us. I sustained a lot of insult. What did I do? I didn't go there to go after those people. I ignored them. Gibson, Jerry, my brother here, you were on my name the whole time. Every day, Boo Yonly getting people money, day one, day two. When I took Yibote and Omega Kala to the bank to put their name into the bank and take the money from there, Gibson Jerry, he came to me. He said, "Man, thank you. What you did. Let me take you to a restaurant to celebrate you. What you did, nobody can do it." So I said, "Look, Gibson, I'm a kind of a passionate Grandidian. My mom is a Grandidian. My father is a Grandidian. I'm not somebody from a different place. So I have passion for this organization. I have passion for my people. And this is why every time when they're having something, I always go there to show my face and also contribute towards that. And I want all of us to do the same. I'm appealing to all the Grandidians. Let be united. Let's stop this division thing. If we are united, we can do a lot of things. As I stated from the beginning, we got a lot of need in this country. We have a lot of people in Des Moines, Iowa. We got a lot of people in Louisville, Kentucky. We got a lot of people in Phoenix, Arizona. We got a lot of people in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We got a lot of people in Fargo. I think I called Fargo already. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
No, we call
Even
our place Louisville.
okay,
Louisville.
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 Louisville, yeah. Our in Paducah,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Paducah, Kentucky. But
yeah.
from Paducah to Louisville is about 6 hours when I had that job in that place. But basically, yeah, so obviously we have to unite. And Prince Double, I must commend you. You see, I owe you something because I had to give it to you too so that you can be able to put your stuff together. That thing you using is expensive. It's about $35, $35.99 every month.
Yeah,
We need to help you. And this is a good thing you're doing.
I
And
put a cash out. I keep checking the cash out. I can't even see 10 cents going in there.
yeah, I appreciate the last time I contributed to you. I did that. And I will do that again because what you're doing is very, very good for our community. And I want you to continue that. And let continue to preach unity to our people. I know some people are there trying to divide our people, but we should be in the business of connecting people. And I think Ida will do well. To my brother Octavius, I mean, there are a lot of things, time will come, you will have your own time. Okay. Let Ida finish her term. I mean, she got a lot of things to do. Let her finish it. Okay. I don't mean anything, but at the end of the day, but let's do an honest campaign. Let's do a campaign that is honest, that is respectful, that is cordial. Let's respect everyone, and we shouldn't bring people down because it's not good for unity in our organization. Thank you so much, Prince.
Thank you, Honorable Boo Yonly out of Florida, Tampa, Florida. Thank you very much, Mr. Yonly.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you for following the show and contributing to the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
That was the former chairman from 2016 or 17 to I think 16 to 18. Boo Yonly. Let me try to read a couple comments here. Then we will cash out starting tomorrow. From my sister Payne. Engagement is good for every organization. That's Mr. Sandra B. Johnson right there. They got two Sandra B. Johnson. I know that they got from he used to be the senator for Bummy Bummy. I think no, I'm not keeping my Bummy. Tim pull all the way. That's from Anthony Gay. Good night, my man. Yeah, that's it right there. Follow me from Ganta. Yeah, he's on his way from I don't know. Okay, that's but yet she lives in the basement. So sad. No, I'm not gonna say the other one. And the brother found me from all the way in Nima County tonight. Ganta, and thank you. That's Trouble Ball, Smooth. I think as my own picking from all the way Kentucky Louisville here, my Mr. Joey. He's got our Facebook name now, so he's there. I remember, Boo, we worked with Rancy for a peaceful transition. I can remember, too, Mr. Sandro Jones. I can remember you working with the people. We went to Philadelphia. I saw you there in the hall, helping out and doing things, putting things in place for from the program. And then Mike and then Vivian, my former co-lead from the Borders Room, she laughed. James did his best for the community. Yes, without bashing James, we are telling that James needs to turn records over so they can know what's going on. And Sanders said he's not the guy. He's not the senator from Bombing. He's I thought he was a senator, the guy who signed the Western Cluster deal, where the people taking our iron ore from the country and carrying it, taking all the dirt. We don't even know what they're taking out of the soil, but they're taking things. Well, he just said, no, I'm not the one. Don't link me to that contract and those Western Cluster people. For President Idipo knows how to get the job done, vote in Kentucky, and elect Idipo a second term. That's Bali D. Yeah, that's Bali D right there. So that's how we're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna cut it out and go tonight and then check your cash out. That's from Diana Talis. She said, I'm gonna check my cash app. You see, that is strong, powerful woman. You know, man, what are you? We're gonna get money. Oh, sister, I see it came up. So yeah, Diana, thank you very much. I mean, we need to buy the mixer here. Man, the mixer band here from the time Joe we had to go 2000. When he won the election 2017, I thought, boy, Mr. 09, on the 3 channel, we need to upgrade. We need a new microphone. Something like that. Dinah Talley, the Kunabo, beautiful young woman, Ohio president, who's going to make sure that she carry what's the guy need to go and vote? What's this guy name? Freddy Shaw, Isaac Nginawe, Richard Banto, Arthur Nginawe. The Ohio people plenty, they are plenty. But they have plenty power, Ohio people. Kentucky foot. You know, I'll start naming you tonight. Munavlei will get up. Our president, Munavlei warranty. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we're going to do it tonight. We're going to cut it out and we're going to go. This is your statue here. You see right here? I put your statue up. They want James, you will put up the statue that James put up. If you look on the screen, you're going to see it right there. Samuel Kayando. President Samuel Kayando is right there, hand in the air, and moving on. We're going to play the theme song, then we're going to go home and go and sleep. So that's how we're going to do it for tonight. Let me leave you with this guy. Let me leave you with this.
Alors, une autre information à vous donner.
I talk too more French. Information tout ça qui va aller retour là. On est là, toujours là. On est toujours là aussi au pays.
Oh, Thomas, here we young, we can't get your master die out for woman. Then, Barney, I know that one will be a more blue. One, Thomas, and a general, do I go? Barney, I know that one was a more blue. So that one might. To my head, no, I do. You are rather to my wood, 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 you go.
In the Pennsylvania area, PA, Philadelphia area, you need to go to this town hall here. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, the Honorable Jeremiah Bankong, will be in Philadelphia at the Victory Harvest Fellowship International in the Philadelphia area. That was posted by Sano B. Johnson, the guy from Philadelphia. Let me see here. He's going to be on the 8th. That's this coming Saturday on the 8th at 4 p.m. You're going to go to Victory Harvest Fellowship International. I've been at this church before. It's 2536 South 59 Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the zip code is 19143. For more information, please contact this individual here, the Duffos Nanu, Chairman, Planning and Organizing Committee. The number here is 646-689-3304. Contact them. The Vice President, Jeremiah Bankun, is a town hall meeting that he's going to be at the PA area. Let me put it out here so you can see him. Bankun will be in the Pennsylvania area. Those of you who say Bankun could not come to America, Bankun is coming to America. He's the current Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and he's going to be here in the Pennsylvania. We're having a town hall meeting with the Liberian people. I think Mr. Bankun trying to take over from Mr. Joseph Newman Boyka when Joseph Newman Boyka shall have retired. So Mr. Bankun, when talking to Liberia, I hope you come to Louisville. Yeah, but they say you're not planting in Louisville. You're kind of Louisville. You're going to meet some more people coming to Louisville here, Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio. We are right in the middle. Louisville is in the middle. So you're going to have Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, Louisville, 4 states attend there. Chicago, 6 hours from us, even though 6.5 hours, Atlanta, Georgia. And if you want to drive from Boot City and come here, you're going to drive 12 hours to come here. And that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are on it. 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 Okay, so how we're gonna do it outside. Bye. Bye. Let me play on the spiritual music from Alan Brown tonight. Holy Spirit gonna come up and we're gonna go to bed. You know who sang? One of our friends, Christmas Silent, the guy used to be in the politics, CDC, all over the place, politician. He died now. But I played this song one show, one of my podcasts, and the guy called me. I think he was in the hospital. They have given out on him. And then he said, man, I just listened to your show. I'm here in the hospital. Can you send me that video or tell me the guy's name so I can listen to it? And then I giving Alan Brown saying the name, and then I think he went on YouTube and listened to it. But that was it, man. So Alan Brown guy, he said he got somebody. Bling on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. It's a string y'all doing a lot of good job. They have brought another feature. I gotta study it because I don't even know what it means or what it's doing. But they got another thing there for maybe another thing what I gotta read about it in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Bye. Stay blessed. Tomorrow, I don't know. For Friday, I'm bringing in the Putu Aporokin or Putu Aporomo or Porokin. The organization will be here with me. They are going to endorse someone. We don't know who they're going to endorse now, but we're going to know. They're going to endorse someone on Friday at 8 p.m. And Augusta Cisco Williams going to lead that group. Let me see. The chair lady for that group is the chair lady for the group is Comfort Salif. Out of the Paul Wallace is the national former president. The chair lady, Jacob Wamak Sion, former national vice president. Augustus Cisco Williams, former national secretary. They're going to be here. I'm going to do the flyer in the morning, put it out there, and they're going to be out here on Friday, and they're going to endorse someone. Tomorrow will be an open mic. And then Saturday, we're going to see if we can bring on Mr. Cherry Joka. Will Cherry Joka endorse someone? Well, it will be all Grand Gira politics. Now, GGAA, not Labrador. Cherry, my second agree on Labrador, you know that one. Yeah, GGA, me and Cherry can agree small. Just 50%. Just a little bit of 42, 40 some percent. Me and Cherry can agree on here. But back when that's a different ball game. Cherry, my senior man, we can clash, but that's how it's supposed to be. You're not coming to tell me except they want it. No. Sometimes I gotta disagree and be firm when I'm disagreeing with him. But that's politics now, ladies and gentlemen. So Cherry Joka gonna be here with me on a Saturday, and we're gonna be talking about GGA. Bye.